Welcome back to AP Television. Today we're exploring one of the most important topics in AP macroeconomics, unemployment. Unemployment is more than just a statistic. It's a crucial measure of economic health. In this video, we'll break down the different types of unemployment, how the unemployment rate is calculated, and why it's sometimes criticized for not giving the full picture. By the end, you'll understand why unemployment is such a vital topic for the AP test and for understanding our economy. Here's what we'll cover: the labor force, the unemployment rate, types of unemployment, and key issues like discouraged workers and underemployment. Plus, we'll explore real-life examples like the 2008 financial crisis to show the real impact of unemployment on the economy. So let's dive in. Let's start with some definitions. The labor force includes all people aged 16 and over who are either employed or actively seeking employment. But what about people who aren't looking for jobs? They're not part of the labor force. Think retirees, full-time students, or discouraged workers, people who have stopped looking for work because they believe no jobs are available. The unemployment rate is the percentage of the labor force that is out of work but actively looking for a job. The formula is simple. For example, if a country's labor force is 150 million people and 10 million are unemployed, the unemployment rate is about 6.67%. But as we'll see, that number doesn't always tell the full story. Not all unemployment is the same. Let's explore the different types of unemployment. First, we have frictional unemployment. This happens when people are temporarily out of work, like when they're switching jobs or just entering the workforce. Frictional unemployment is usually short-term and a normal part of the economy. Next is structural unemployment. This occurs when there's a mismatch between the skills workers have and the skills needed for available jobs. Think of it like this: if a factory shuts down because of automation, workers may need new skills to find work. Then there's cyclical unemployment, which is caused by economic downturns. This type of unemployment rises during recessions and falls during periods of economic growth. Finally, there's the natural rate of unemployment. This includes frictional and structural unemployment, but excludes cyclical unemployment. Even in a healthy economy, there will always be some unemployment due to people changing jobs or needing new skills. Now, the unemployment rate is a useful indicator, but it has its limitations. One big criticism is that it doesn't account for discouraged workers, those who have stopped looking for jobs because they believe there aren't any available. These workers aren't included in the unemployment rate, so the official number might understate how much unemployment there really is. Another issue is underemployment. This refers to people who are working part-time but want full-time work, or people who are in jobs that don't match their skills. They're technically employed, but their situation isn't ideal. These limitations mean the unemployment rate doesn't always tell the full story about the health of the labor market. Let's take a look at a real-world example to understand unemployment's effects on the economy: the 2008 financial crisis. During the crisis, unemployment surged due to the collapse of the housing market and financial systems. At its peak in 2009, the unemployment rate in the U.S. hit 10%. Cyclical unemployment soared as businesses laid off workers due to declining demand. Many people also became discouraged workers, dropping out of the labor force. But here's the important part: the official unemployment rate didn't fully reflect the struggles of many workers. Underemployment rose sharply as people were forced into part-time work or jobs that didn't match their qualifications. It took years for the labor market to recover fully, showing just how damaging unemployment can be for both the economy and people's lives. So what have we learned today? Unemployment isn't just a single number. It's a complex issue with different types, causes, and impacts. From frictional and structural unemployment to cyclical and the natural rate of unemployment, understanding these concepts is key for analyzing the economy. And don't forget, the unemployment rate has limitations, especially when it comes to discouraged workers and underemployment. Make sure to subscribe to AP Television for more lessons on macroeconomics, and we'll see you in the next video.